Some days ago, 17 governors in the southern part of the country met in Asaba, with restructuring, insecurity, and other issues forming the focal point of their discussion. The dust raised at that meeting continues to spread, with the President of the Senate, Ahmed Lawal, recently taking a swipe at the conveners of the gathering. He believes, and very strongly too, that while restructuring and other matters raised by the governors are not in themselves bad, elected leaders should not be at the forefront of those championing them.
For me, I think the time has come for us to take up the challenge, the gauntlet, to ensure that the local government system functions. This is in keeping with looking for ways, for means, for solutions to the security challenges that we face. The calls for cessation, the calls for restructuring, many are genuine calls, even though I never believe that someone who is calling for cessation means well or is a misguided person. Those of us who are elected must not be at the forefront of calling for this kind of thing, because even if you are a governor, you are supposed to be working hard in your state to ensure that this restructuring you are calling at the federal level, you have done it in your state as well.
But the governor of Delta State, Okowa, disagrees with the Senate President. According to him, what the southern governors did in Asaba was to look at those issues that are hampering Nigeria's unity and discuss them in such a way that will help the nation build a more united federation.
The things that we said are not new. It's just the voice of our people that we have continued to echo. But unfortunately, I read in the papers that somebody said we ought not to talk about certain things, being elected people. If the voice of your people has been heard loudly and they have continued to talk, and you're an elected person and you shy away from giving further voice to their voices, then you ought not to be in the position that you occupy. We reaffirm that as a people, as elected governors, we believe in the unity of our country. But we also went forth to advance the need for certain things to be done in order to give strength to that unity. We talked about restructuring, which has been on the table for so long. Both the voices of the PDP and the APC itself have endorsed restructuring. Our restructuring is all-inclusive, all-encompassing. We may have different views, different approaches to the restructuring. But when we sit on the table in dialogue, we'll be able to agree best what is good for Nigeria and what is good for the component parts of Nigeria.
Just as the Senate President believes that the agitation for restructuring in itself is not a bad idea, Governor Okowa and its counterparts from the southern states equally believe that delaying its implementation will not do the country any good.